We're in the city eating Western takeaways. Then he packed up his guitar and tried to find a place to play. But they against his head and made sure he was. And his last thoughts were the things he didn't say. Right on, right on, right on, right on. She woke up in the morning and she claimed her JSA. And she turned and asked her man if he was gonna be okay. But his cheeks, they turned a ruby red, and then he frowned and shook his head. And I'm sorry, love, I've got to go away. Right on, right on, right on, right on. They all went out one evening and it's gone. And they tried to figure out whose turn it was to pay. But they never made it back to bed. Some may recall that tears were shed, and no one's lives will ever be the same. Right on, right on, right on, right on. Well, I guess he found some comfort at the.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. Facing off in this one, we've got two teams that preach player movement and ball movement legs.
Well, that's right, and you can tell that by the assist numbers. The ball is really popping. Smart, unselfish basketball. A lot of player movement off ball as well, forcing those defenses to chase them.
What's that old saying? The ball brings energy.
It certainly does.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
And Dallas with possession. And here's Flag outside. On target from range.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Harden. Driving to the basket. Excellent D there from Davis. Pass to Gafford. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Thompson outside. On the wing, Irving. Shot clock at 6. For 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Don't blink or you'll wonder what Kyrie did with the ball.
Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
Thompson, no good. They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works. Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
Out to the wing. Back to Gafford. Pass to Flag. And here's Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. From the arc. Harden can't hit. Now Irving. And James Harden pulls it down. Now Leonard. Collins outside. Pass to Harden. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Gafford with the block. Irving looking around. The 3-ball. Gafford. Here's Flag. Davis from long range. Rebounded by James Harden. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Kyrie Irving is becoming the sage veteran. He said, quote, "I used to think leadership is a lonely thing, and it's not. It's surrounding yourself with great-minded, great-hearted people, asking them to push you at times and picking them up when they're not able to be their best." Guys?
Great perspective. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Russell with the ball. Harden picks him up. Lets it go. Powell's shot is off. Clippers trail by 4. And Legs, you look at this Mavericks roster, tremendous size up front.
Yeah, Brian, they've got great physicality up front, and that's what the league is allowing these days. So they've got the personnel to play some bully ball.
And what a move by Leonard, baiting the defender to get them where he wants them.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Here's Sanders. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Takes it inside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. Minute 32 left in the first quarter of the game. And Leonard, here we go. Here's Dunn. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. And it's a tie ball game.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
And it gives the defense a lot more to think about.
And the three-pointer goes.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
To the wing on the left. To the wing, right side. Here's Leonard. On target from about 13 feet. Leonard's got 9.
Yeah, the versatile scoring ability of Kawhi, whether long range, short range, mid range, he can do it all.
Some nice ball movement by Dallas. The 3 from Washington. Another 3 for Dallas. Clippers trail by 4. Pass to Sanders. Now Leonard. Drives to the hoop. That one drops for him. 11 points in the game.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Washington, right side. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Pass to Batum. Fires the 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
From the arc, Batum can be pretty consistent. Not a guy you can leave alone out there.
Back to Davis. Three-pointer. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Bogdanovich. Stolen by Russell. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Back to Irving. Pass to Flag. Just 5 to shoot. Collins with the defensive effort. Grant, looking at Cooper Flagg, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Now here's Irving. Shoots over Harden. Davis from long range. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. To the middle. Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
And it's 6'10" with almost a 7.5-foot wingspan. Is Anthony Davis better at the 5 position, Tim?
Well, B.A., he's versatile enough certainly to handle either spot, but he's made it clear he wants to play the 4, and given his injury history, I get where he's coming from.
Here's Collins. And Davis with the block. And he lobs it up top. Outside for Russell. With some arc. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Yeah, great touch by D'Angelo. Float game on full display.
From 7 feet. Here's Beal. Oh, missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. From the high post. The shot by Russell, no good. Leonard on the wing. 11 points in the game. Outside Harden. Back to Collins. The 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Russell from outside. Leonard pulls down the board. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Harden. Fires from the wing. That's short off the rim.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Here's Leonard. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. On the wing, Davis. Back to Russell. There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. And he hits it to tie the game.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Beal from outside. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
And the call will be against James Harden. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Irving. Soft touch off the glass. Irving's got 5 now.
Yeah, when we talk about guards, Kyrie is one of the best at scoring inside.
Collins, no good.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Los Angeles leading by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Pass to Dunn. And here's Paul. And Davis with the block. And here's Flagg outside. The offensive rebound. Now Thompson, up and over Dunn. And Thompson gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And this is Thompson's game. His coaches and teammates love seeing him shoot off the catch.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Back over to you, Brian.
Winning cures all. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Batum. Back to Paul. Lopez with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
Thompson left side. From downtown. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
The Mavericks lead by 4. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Clippers trail by 7. Pass to Dunn. Paul looking it over. Collins a screen. Inside. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Yeah, just a nice show of force by Collins. Taking it all the way to the rim and flushing it home.
Drains the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Leonard. And it's Lopez with the jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Paul shot is off. And Russell's got the ball here for Dallas. 6-point game. Here's Hardy. Dallas, no good that time either. So it's Los Angeles now. Here's a 3 from Paul. Lively grabs a miss. Here's Hardy. He's scoreless. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
The shot by Hardy, no good. Clippers trail by 8. Here's Dunn. Shakes him. And it's good on the lay-in. Dunn's got 5.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Dallas leading by 6. Here's Irving. That one off the back iron and out. Harden surveying the D. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Back to Irving. Out to Thompson. Launches it. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Thompson's got 8 points in the quarter.
No surprise here. Thompson's talent as a shooter making him a constant scoring threat.
Harden misses. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Out to Thompson. Fires the three. And the Mavericks, another three.
Great setup by Irving. Just a tremendous playmaker.
And the Clippers miss again. Thompson gets a good look. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
It took a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Here's Bogdanovic. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And so it's Dallas going into the break up 12. And their defense has been able to bottle up James.
37.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And Legs is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all-defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
And Davis slams it home.
The amazing thing about AD, you don't have to create for him. He's a big man who can create for himself.
Dallas leading by 14. And it's good. 2 points.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
And Williams has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Washington outside. Outside, Williams. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And the Clippers making a change here. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Davis from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Davis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, Davis was just waiting for the ball, and once he gets it, it's all over.
Irving for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And here's Zubac. Stolen by Gafford. Pass to Irving. Here's Flagg. Puts up a 3. Collins with the rebound. And it's out of bounds.
Tell me, is you still love? It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? 101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? I'm telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to you way before I had you right in some room. Then again, I can be. Baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 like Bisons. I just any money I pick. She ain't even really my type in out here. She been losing herself to the night shift. She been losing herself and I get it. Oh girl, yeah, I get it. Yeah, and you've been fighting for your shot and you've been searching for your spot. Girl, I fit it. Yeah, girl, I fit it. Yeah. Oh, you think you got your groove? Or you want someone like you? Tell me, is you still love? It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? 101, I'm in the zone right now. tell me it must do. I'm telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. I lied to way before I had you right in some wounds.
And I like some money tonight.
Then again, I can be, yeah. I know, mommy, I know. It's 2 a.m., no stress. At 3, that kick in. And 30, you feel you best. I turn my whole spot to crucial. It's crucial the way I left. Upstairs is like a lure be the best. I'm looking at her, rehearse on it, turning to you now.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Clock at 6. Tries again. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
Caldwell Pope outside. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Dort. They get it back. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Yes, that goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket.
Boy, when this guy has got his rhythm, he can be tough to guard.
Morant with it. Williams picks him up. Fires the 3. And another miss by Memphis. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I spoke briefly with Oklahoma City's head coach. He's focused on Jaren Jackson Jr. tonight, always a big problem for opponents. Coach told me Triple J does the 2 things we all want, hit threes and block shots. He's won a Defensive Player of the Year, so we're talking about one of the toughest guys to game plan for because he's really good at both ends. Kevin, back over to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. The Grizzlies off to a slow start, searching for their first points of the game. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Here's Morant. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 6.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Caruso. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Wallace goes in, and Wallace slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking. And if you look at this first half, overall, they just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for John Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
Count it. Caruso's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Edey can't hit. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Thunder. They lead by 14. Williams can't get it to go. Morant right side. And another miss by Memphis. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Oklahoma City out in front. They lead by 14. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. DB, what would you say is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
The level of intensity goes to a level that is so different than the regular season, Kevin. I say it all the time. If you walk into an NBA arena in the playoffs, the tension is so palpable, you could almost reach out and touch it.
Yeah, this is not a fire drill, the real thing. Yeah.